Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into the video. So today we're going to be talking about my Meps physical experience. So after that ASVAB, you have to do a physical to see if you are physically capable of doing different exercises to see if your health is good so you can join the military. So I'm going to tell you from start to finish the whole process, the physical, everything. Okay, so some people have to take the ASVAB and the physical in the same day, but I didn't. I did the ASVAB first and then I came back for my physical. So your recruiter is going to set you up for the physical. Okay, so your recruiter is going to give you two options. You can either drive up to Meps and you have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you can stay in a hotel the night before and then a bus will take you to Meps. So at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna just get a ride there, you know, but my recruiter was like, he prefers me to do the hotel option. So I was like, fine, I'll do the hotel. He said, as soon as you go to the hotel, you're gonna walk, not to the front desk to, check in, but you're gonna walk, it's like a lobby area where you can sit down. And when I came in, I saw other people there. So I'm like, okay, I must be with them. And I asked them questions because I saw people with their bags. So I'm like, okay, we must be here for the same reason. So I came in the hotel and I sat down with everybody, and this lady came out. She worked for the hotel. She was like, okay, everybody here is for Meps, right? And everybody was like, yes. So she was giving us a tour of the hotel, the fitness center if you want to work out. There is a pool, but I don't advise that you swim in the pool because you do have to do a hearing test, and the water can definitely mess up your chances in passing the hearing test. So she told us where the dining area is. We're gonna have dinner and breakfast, and then we moved on to the section where this lady was checking your ID, asking what branch you were trying to join, and we had to sit down in a little lobby area, I guess, to wait for our rooms. And you can play video games, watch like movies, talk to people if you want, but I was not talking to anybody because, yeah, I was just, being to my lonesome. Anyways, well, when you first came down, it's this lady who asked you to sign this paper, I guess to say this is agreement, don't be acting a fool at the hotel, yada yada yada. Anyways, after that, we went up to the lady. So you get 2 meal tickets. You get one for dinner that evening and one for breakfast in the morning. So you get those 2 tickets and you get your room key. After that, I went to go look for my room. So while I was looking for my room, I saw this other girl who was looking for her room too. So we were both trying to look for her room because we were on the same floor. So we're like, okay, well, we're gonna try to find your room. That's when we ran into another girl, which was her roommate. So we was like, okay, well, y'all found y'all room and now I gotta find my room. So I was like a few doors down from them. So my key wasn't working, of course. So I had to go, well, first of all, my roommate came and she was like, oh yeah, my key was doing the same thing. So I had to go back up to the front desk. I was like, my room key's not working. So he fixed it. And then I went back. My roommate, at first, she seemed like she didn't really want to talk. So I was like, okay, I'll be right back. I want to just, peace. So I went to go hang out with the other girls from my floor, and we was like laughing and talking. So the 2 girls that were from the same floor as me, they were joining the army. One of them was getting shipped out the next day, and the other one, she was still in high school, so she was just going for a physical. And then when she graduates high school, when she graduates, she's gonna just go right to the army. So I'm like, okay, that's actually smart. Like, you already have your career set, what you want to do, I guess. So anyways, after that, we were just like sitting there talking. I was like, what time am I going down for dinner? Dinner starts between 5 o'clock all the way to 10. The last meal is at 9:45. So it was like 7. So in the meantime, we were like talking and stuff like that. And then we went downstairs, like a game room. We played a board game called Apples to Apples. It was really cool. You meet you meet cool people there at Meps. So, at the hotel. So it was really cool. After that, I forgot my meal ticket, so I had to go back up to my room, get my meal ticket, come all the way back down. We went to the dining area. So first of all, you have to write down your first, last name, the date you're going to be leaving the hotel, which was the next day, and you have to write your room number. So after that, you give it to the guy, he gives you a menu, you sit in the little area, they have your drinks where you can like serve yourself the drink, and then they have a menu of different foods. They had hamburgers, cheeseburgers, penne pasta, I think a chicken salad, basic things. I got a cheeseburger because I'm trying to eat good, okay? And it's free food, so I'm trying to eat good. By the way, everything at the hotel is free because it's funded by the military, like the government, So you don't have to pay for anything. You just show up and that's it. So after dinner, we went back into their room. We was talking for a little bit, and then they were going to go to bed. So I went back to my room. My roommate was not there yet, so I was like, well, let me just get ready for bed now. Why she's not here, just chill, whatever. And I could not sleep. I don't know why. Me personally, I don't like hotels. I always feel like there's something suspicious about them. Like, I've always heard like cases where there's bed bugs, and I'm like, second of all, I've seen cases where they don't change the sheets. So I'm like, I'm a little sketchy. So I did not lay under the covers. I did not lay on the pillows. I was just like laying like horizontal on the bed. I was like real weird. Like, I don't know. She's probably like, okay, weirdo. But that's just my thing. I'm not really a big fan of hotels. They're a little sketchy. But anyways, oh yeah, and they're definitely sketchy at the dining hall, because when I went to go get my glass for my little drink, it had like something on like the mouth part, and I'm like, this is why I do not like hotels, because they're so sketchy. So you have to be up. They call your room at 4:15, and as a wake up call, and I think they call you again at a certain time. So you have to be down for breakfast at, I think 4:45. I think breakfast started at like 4. Like, it started really early, so I got up at 3:20 because I couldn't sleep anyway. So I'm like, let me get up. Got up at 3:20, got myself together. Me and my roommate, we went down for breakfast. I had bagel and cream cheese and some bacon and some water, because I made sure I drank water, because when you do your urinalysis, you want to make sure that you're able to go to the bathroom. So I drank some water. Make sure you stay away from like high sugary food for breakfast, because they're going to do a blood test, and you don't want to have to come back because your blood was, I don't know, something was going on with your urinalysis or your blood test. So you want to make sure that you eat enough to not, make sure you eat enough so you won't pass out. But then at the same time, just be mindful of what you eat. So stay away from orange juice. So after that, we sat in a little area. We did roll call. When you call your name, you get on the bus. We got all our stuff with us, because you're not coming back to the hotel after that. You get on the bus, you go down to Meps. We had to be there at 6 o'clock. We were standing out there. Mind you, it's cold. So we were standing out there for, it felt like a break, like a long time. So we were sitting there like, bruh. And so the guy comes out, he's telling you, like, if you don't, like, make sure you don't have any drugs on you, make sure you don't have any weapons, stuff like that. After that, we went inside. Well, first of all, he gave us instructions what we had to do before we got inside, so we're not looking like lost dogs. So he told us, when we go inside, go to the little metal detector, put your bags in that big old baggage area, go to your liaison, get your folder. Your folder's gonna have all your paperwork, so all your medical, okay? So after all your medical, you're gonna keep that with you the whole day. So for my recruiter, he gave me like another folder to like give to my liaison, so I had to give that to him. That was my driver's license, birth certificate, high school diploma, and my driver's license. So yeah, I gave that to my liaison. I got my folder. We had to go to this room called the briefing room, where this lady comes out and she's telling you, be honest on your medical reports, report any sexual harassment, report anybody that's being disrespectful, don't be disrespectful, common sense stuff. After that, I go for my vision test. The vision test, they're gonna see if you're colorblind. I don't know if that's for all branches, but I went to do the colorblind test. It's basically a book with dots, different colors, and it's a number in the middle, which is green. And they have to see how fast you can identify that number before, I guess, you fail it. After that, they do a depth perception test to see which, so you have like 4 circles in a line, you can see which circle is coming out to you more. So that's what I did. It got harder as you went along, but I think I did a pretty good job. Also, you had to like read a paragraph, I guess, to see if you could read, I don't know. And then you had to like, it was different exercises to see if your eyes could see. You had to read letters from afar and stuff like that. So the technicians weren't that, like, they weren't really that, what's the word? The health technicians weren't really that mean at my Meps station. You just had to be following directions. Listen, when you're at Meps, listen. Don't try to move ahead. Don't try to take the next step. Wait until you're told to do so, and you'll be perfect. After that, I went to my blood test. And actually, I was waiting, like, that's the thing, like, they'll tell you to go over here, but you have to wait for a long time. Like everybody on YouTube says, you know, they tell you go over here, you have to wait, over here, wait. Then after that, I did my hearing test. The hearing test, you have to put these headphones on and you hold a clicker, like on Jeopardy. When you hear a beep, you click the button as fast as you can, press hard and let go. My thing was, they would have like 2 beeps and I would click it twice, but then the man's like, oh, like you're clicking it too many times. Or like when there wasn't a sound, I would click it anyway because I'm not trying to fail. Like, I'm just like, it was like, you're not clicking it. Like, there's no sound. Why? Like, you stop clicking it. Like a little man on a little machine. I'm like, I'm just trying to pass. After that, I was done. I went out from the hearing test and then I did my blood test. The man asked you, you know, do you ever get lightheaded? Whoa. I'm way ahead of the point. First of all, before you even get to the blood test, before I went to my blood test, I had to sit in a room and we had to fill out this medical paper. The same thing you filled out at your recruiters, do it the same way at the Meps station. If you do not have medical records showing that this happened to you, if you cannot go back to when you scraped your knee on a playground in 2006, do not put it on the paper because they're gonna say, do you have medical, okay, we're gonna need paperwork. So you're gonna be sent home, you're gonna need a medical waiver, you're gonna need some paperwork saying when this happened, who checked you out, like who your doctor. Do not put stuff on your paper and medical that you cannot have paperwork to cover. If you knew you had a surgery and you had like this, fine, okay, put that. So before, I did the blood test and he's gonna ask you if you've ever, passed out, have you ever felt nauseous at the sight of blood, stuff like that. You say no. You say no. You wanna make the doctors think that you are as healthy as an ox or as healthy as a horse. Like, you wanna make them think that you're a Superman, okay? Your health is perfect. Unless you have some serious complications, and that's something different. But if you're fine, then just, don't get nervous. It's not that bad. I did the blood test, and at this point, I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom so bad. Can we hurry up with this urinalysis, please? So I had to go to the doctor. They had to check my height and my weight for my urinalysis. I had talked to a doctor. They're going over your medical paper. Everything you put, they're going to ask you about. Have you ever done this? Have you ever did this? Have you ever did this? Have you ever did this? The answer is no. So after that, I did my urinalysis. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. So yes, you have to do your urinalysis with the doors open. There's 2 stalls. The doors are open. The nurse is watching you. She's not staring you down. Like, what are you doing? But she's just making sure that you're not taking somebody else's urine and using it for your test. Some people might do it. I don't know. After that, you give your urine to this lady. She does some stuff with it, and she tells you to pour it out and then wash your hands. After that, you wash your hands. You go and you're waiting for the physical. You have to get down to your bra and your underwear for the females, and you're in the room with all the girls. No, well, before you do the exercise, you go into a room one-on-one with a doctor. They check, they do like a breast examination. They do check your lady parts. Okay. Which I was like, what? But it's just to make sure that you are a female. Like, that's all they're checking for. And it's real quick. Like, they just look. They explain to you what they're going to do. They look real quick, and they say, okay, you can sit up. After that, that's when you go back into the room with the girls, and then you're going to do physical exercises. These exercises are not hard, okay? You're going to do different joint movements, making sure your hands work perfectly fine, different, exercises with your hands. You're going to do, like different arm movements that go touch your ear and you have to go back down. You have to do, different, it's easy. Jesus is the only reason why I passed this test. Like, it was only him, y'all, okay? So, after that, you go back in the room with the doctor, and they're like, congratulations, you passed your physical. After that, you go to your liaison, and when I went to the Air Force liaison, I don't know if anybody else does it, but we have to lift this weight. After that, it was lunch, okay? So, after lunch, you go back to your liaison. I came in there. He was like, do you want a 4-year or a 6-year contract? I was like, 4. After that, I signed a little contract. It's not my official contract because I didn't choose my job yet, which was a little weird because they usually say that you choose your job, like after the physical, you choose your job. So I don't know why I wasn't able to choose my job right on the spot, but I did have my list of jobs that I did put, so I don't know. So after that, I had to get sent over to some type of, it was like, they say it's an interview, but they're really just asking you more questions. Like, have you ever, you know, like, do you have any like legal, anything legal? Like, do you have any speeding tickets? Do you have like independent court, you know, things that's going on in court? And then you have to do like fingerprint testing. I guess they're trying to find something on you, fingerprints. After that, you go right back to your liaison, and then I think that was it for me. Now at this point, you're just waiting to swear in. So I'm just waiting to swear in. They told me to go in the front. I was sitting there for a break again. So after that, we went to the briefing room. The man put on a video talking about how to stand. I do, I think it was called parade rest. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's called parade rest. And then when you stand at attention, after that, you go into the swearing room. After that, I swore in, you know, you swear in, and then you go in and you know, get your contract, which mine's not an official contract yet because I don't have my job. So I just got my contract. We take a picture. That was the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it. Thank y'all for joining, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.